Everybody always sees me coming out of my back door. But today is going to be a different video because Jane had a super idea. She said, you know, take people for a walk in your garden. So to actually get the experience rather than always seeing bits here and there. So this is what we're going to do today. Come for a walk with me in my garden. So this is the actual view when you come out of the back door. Here you've got an outdoor shower. We call this the coffin and we just dump all sorts of stuff in there. A shed. And then here is the garden. 10 years ago there was absolutely nothing here. Well, absolutely nothing. We had 2 or 3 trees here and that was it. All of this entire area was just grass. So we mowed it, and then over time we started to, you know, move stuff, split bamboos, and it developed into what it is right now, an ongoing project. A project which I absolutely love, and it's going to eventually probably be the death of me, especially looking for rhizomes all the time. But yeah, so, and here's one of them, my Huang Wengsu, which is a feature in the video, which I still have to cut. And my grasses. What I also like doing is, you know, dump my lawn clippings basically around grasses and other plants. First of all, to use them. Second of all, it'll keep the weeds down eventually. So what we also did is we mowed loads of paths through the garden. So here, for instance, got that one going around. Again, bamboos. And also this way you get a different perspective and a different view of the garden, which then makes you realize going, oh great, this looks good, or this looks shit, or anything like that. So, and also it cuts down on the work. I do like the natural look, as you can tell. I'm really not into formal borders. I would like to have a little bit more flowers in it, so I'm going to put some sunflowers all over the place. But this garden is more about greens and textures and, yeah, different shades of green, I guess. It's like 50 shades of green rather than 50 shades of grey. And then here's some of them. I mean, obviously these are the bamboos, and again, which I keep on splitting all the time, and this is where also the variety comes in, but as well as the variety of the different bamboos, but it also has the idea of repetition in the garden, which I think is really important. And the thing is, some of the bamboos, even though they're different species and stuff like that, they look the same, but I like them. And so as we progress to the back of the garden, again here, you know, little paths mowed through. So this is our bramble and nettle collection, which I guess you have to have. And it's painful to go through sometimes, but there it is. And then this is where I planted my miscanthus, you know, the ones are split from the front. And again here, you know, little paths into nowhere. We've got here, you know, so you can get to the back of the bamboo hedge. And there's a cat. So this is really coming to the back of it now. And also from this place, I tend to take, you know, all these little trees that are growing randomly all over the place. I just dig them up and put them in the front of the property, because I like the idea of having, you know, again, texture and different heights. But, and also I like the idea of, you know, nesting birds. So I try to have as many trees as possible. These ones in the back, they're not mine, thank God. But this is how it looks from the back. And this is my bamboo hedge I planted about 2.5 years ago, something like that. And it is coming on like a star. See, when you stand here, you look like a pervert, but you also get a different view of the garden. So, and then it is an oddly shaped garden. It is very long, and it's around 25 meters wide on, back here, and altogether it's 150 meters long, 160, something like that. I don't really know. I'm talking through my ass right now. But this sort of gives you a perspective, where I am when I post content. And then, you walk through these little paths, and it's just, it makes it look, it doesn't make it look like an adventure or anything, but you get so many different viewpoints from different angles. And it's just my Atro vaginata, and that one is starting to shoot all over the place. It is a nice place. So this big tree and that one. This one wasn't as big as that at the time when we moved in, neither was this one. But those were the only two trees we really had. Everything else was just grass. And we planted everything. Every single little fucking shrub and tree. And here we are back at the front. And this is just where we hang out. And obviously my hosta bed, lupins. So it's a different kind of video because, clearly I'm not telling you what to do, what you shouldn't do and all that sort of stuff. But I think it is nice to show you the garden, and also that you get a perspective of where it actually is, because in the videos you always get a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. And this kind of, gives you the full picture. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.